Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tammy, this is Happiness Created. I have a really great video to share with you today, so let's jump into it. So today's video is part of the Room by Room open playlist hosted by Devin over at Freckled Mom DIY, and it is co-hosted this month by Megan at the Crafty Quinn. I will have both of their channels as well as the playlist linked in my description box down below. So this first project is from Kirkland's. I don't know if it's so much high end, but I thought it was really beautiful and I wanted to put my own spin on it. So I have this paper that I got off of Amazon. I will have that linked in my description box down below. And I have this frame that I purchased at the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to take the frame apart and pull out the glass. And I'm going to use the glass to trace the paper so that I have the right pattern for this project. So I wanted to do like some brush strokes on the glass itself, but I wanted to use a color that kind of didn't want it to be clashing. So after looking through my paints, I settled on agave, and I'm just going to do a brush stroke on the portion of the paper that sort of looks like it doesn't have a whole lot of features. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. And then I thought before I paint the glass, I should probably put the words on so that I can be sure I'm putting those in the right spot. So I'm taking these words that I cut out with my Cricut. It says, "Look for good in all moments." I thought it was really, really pretty. So I'm just going to transfer that onto the piece of glass. And now that I know where the words need to be and where I am going to need to put the paint, I'm just going to take this little chippy brush and some of the agave, and like I said, I'm just going to do a real quick brush stroke over it. That's it. It's not going to be anything fancier than this. So once it dries, I'm just going to put it back into the frame with all of the other backing and the picture itself, or the paper itself. And here we go. So there it is. So after looking at this, I wasn't real thrilled with the blue. So after staring at it for quite some time, as you can see here, I decided that it just wasn't working for me. So I'm going to take it all apart and I am going to scrape the blue off of the glass. And because I didn't want to bore you with that, ta-da, the magic of YouTube. So I got it all scraped off. I think it looks so much better without the blue. And then I found one of these little burlap bows with the rose in the center. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I absolutely love these and I always have them on hand. So I decided I was going to take the blue that was left over on the brush and just do a dry brush on the frame itself. And here it is. I love it. I also put some blue on the rose just to try to tie it in a little more. Not sure if I'm loving it. You guys will have to let me know. But otherwise, I think this came out so beautiful. I love it. So this next project is from Kirkland as well, and it was $40, and I knew I could do something maybe even better for way less. So I'm taking one of these chargers from the Dollar Tree. It's like a gray color. Anyway, I take the white Waverly chalk paint and I painted just the center of the charger. And then I'm going to take some of this twine that I got off of Amazon. Again, it will be down below. And I am going to just hot glue it around like the little, like the slanted part of the charger where it goes up. You know what I mean. So I end up going around 3 times. And then I just snip off where I started. And that's it for that part. And then I am going to use my Cricut again and cut out Home Sweet Home. And I'm just going to put that right in the center of the charger. Once I get that on, I am just going to take this this floral from the Dollar Tree. It's that purple. It's stunning. I love it. This is my favorite floral from the Dollar Tree. So I'm taking a couple pieces of the greenery off of that, and then some of the lavender that I have. I believe I got it at Walmart a while ago. And I'm just going to glue that all to the bottom of the charger. Now I'm just going to take a bag full of different bows. They're like burlap bows. I got them on Amazon. Again, they'll be down below. And I'm just going to play around with them until I find something that I like that kind of goes with it. Yeah, so I'm just picking through till I find something I like. So I did end up settling on these 3 flowers. I think they're so beautiful. I was trying to hide where the floral was kind of glued together, and that's what this top flower does. And then the other 2 are just to make it look that much more beautiful. And that is it for this one. I think it's beautiful. I think it looks even better than the one from Kirkland's, but you know, I might be a little biased. So let me know what you guys think. This next project is from Kirkland's as well. It was $60, and I think I can get it done better and cheaper. So I'm taking these large stir sticks from, I believe it was Home Depot, might be Lowe's. There's like 3 in a package for like 99 cents or something like that. So I'm going to take my wood glue and I am just going to glue them all together. I used 7 pieces total of the big ones, and then I did use 2 smaller ones, which you'll see in just a few minutes. Once I get them all glued together, I'm just going to take my clamps and clamp it together and let it sit for a few hours. And while it was still clamped, I took 2 of the smaller stir sticks. Did I say popsicle sticks before? I think I did. The 2 small stir sticks, and I'm just going to glue those to the back to kind of brace it and keep it glued together. Now that everything is all dried, I'm going to take this Waverly mineral paint and I gave it just 1 coat. And then I am going to take the white Waverly chalk paint and I am going to do a moderate dry brushing. So once that's dry, I cut out some wording with my Cricut again, and you guys will get a kick out of this. Check out how I spelt world. So luckily, I forgot to hit the weld on the Cricut, so the letters were not all attached like they should be, which I guess was a blessing in disguise. So I put down the D and then I moved the R so that I could get the L down, and then proceeded to put the rest of the word down. So yeah. I really do know how to spell, guys, but I wanted to just keep this in, let you see it, give you a little bit of a laugh at my expense, but that's okay. It all worked out in the end. So once I got all the wording down, I am going to take more of that twine. It's actually pretty thick. I don't know if I said that earlier or not, but it's a pretty thick twine. It's really, really good. So anyways, I think it comes like 3 rolls in a package, but anyway, you'll see it if you go in my description box. So anyway, I'm going to just wrap that around all of the handles, like where the indent is. And I do that, like, I believe it was 3 times, just to, I don't know, give it a little more appeal, I guess. And to kind of hide the fact that there's stir sticks. Then I'm going to take some more of that greenery that I love so much from the Dollar Tree, and I am just going to cut a bunch of pieces off, pull a bunch of pieces off, and then I will glue a bunch of pieces on. And then again, I'm going to take that bag of bows and flowers, whatever, and I'm just going to pick through again until I find something that I love. And then I'm just going to flip it over, take a small piece of the twine that I had kind of laying on my table, and I'm just going to hot glue that in place to use as a hanger. And that's it for this one. I love, love, love this one. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably just me. I'm just biased, but I think this looks so much better than the original. But let me know what you guys think. So this last one was my labor of love. I think this one's my favorite, but don't quote me on that. So again, from Kirkland's, was it $60, I think? I don't remember. Anyway, so I'm taking these little squares, the little planks from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to use 2 of them. They come, I believe, 6 in a pack. And then I have some of these bamboo sticks that I got from Amazon. And guess where you'll find that information? Yep, in my description box. So I'm going to take, I do end up taking 8 of those instead of 4. And I am going to just cut them to the length that I need. And then I will start using the wood glue and the hot glue to attach them to the corners of the planks. So you see I started out with 4 and now I'm going back because it was very wobbly. So I'm taking 4 more. I'm gonna go on the other side, and so I'm making like a my fingers going in the air, guys. like an L shape, like a corner piece, I guess. And I'll do that to all 4 corners. And then I'm going to take this plaque thing that I got from the Dollar Tree. It's just a piece of wood. And I'm going to use some wood glue and some hot glue. And I'm going to glue that to the top of this plank. And then I have this sort of like half bead, I guess. Well, it's more of a 3/4 bead, but anyway. It's just a round bead. It's pretty good size. And I'm just going to glue that to the top. And I guess you guys can sort of guess where I'm going with this, but so it was still a little bit wobbly, so I just took 4 beads that I got from the Dollar Tree actually, and I just put them in the corners, kind of where they meet that plank, and I did it on the bottom and the top. And then I decided to take some of the spare pieces from the first 8, and I'm going to cut them short enough to go across. And I do that on the bottom and the top part. And now that it's all built, I took the Waverly in ink and I covered the entire lantern, and then I'm gonna take the white Waverly chalk paint and I'm going to do a dry brush over the entire thing as well. So this company, I believe it's pronounced Onfaru. They're a lighting company, and they reached out to me to see if I wanted to work with them. And of course I said yes. So they sent me some fairy lights. I got the cool and the warm lights. So I'm using the warm ones now. These things are so amazing. They're so beautiful, and like you get so many in a package. I believe it's 25 in a package, and again, they're amazing. So I'm gonna take this vase that I got at the Dollar Tree like a million years ago and I am going to take these fairy lights and I'm just going to feed them into the vase. So after testing it out, they fit. I'm taking some hot glue and I'm going to hot glue the battery pack to the top of this lantern. And then I am going to tack the wire from the lights coming out of the battery pack just to the side of the battery pack, just so it's not flopping around. And then once that is done, I'm going to take some hot glue and I'm going to glue the vase to the bottom of the lantern. And then I'm going to take some of this boxwood that I got from Amazon down below. And I'm going to just cut the pieces apart and I'm just going to lay them on the bottom of the lantern. And then I do take 4 pieces and I kind of stand it up where the columns are to make it look like it's kind of growing up the column. You'll understand in a second. And then I decided to take more of the boxwood and just go like you see. I'm just doing like from the center to the corners on the top. And that's it. I love this thing. I think it's so pretty. Wait till you see it lit up. Ready? It's coming right now. Look at how pretty. Oh, I think it's so adorable. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. I would like to thank Devin and Megan for hosting this amazing playlist. I had so much fun making all of these projects. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up for me. It really helps YouTube to notice me. And if you are new to my channel, if you're coming over from the playlist, welcome. I hope that you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And share with your family and friends. And I will see you next time. Bye.